don't get nervous and quiet just because I sat down.
Oh shit! It's setting the mood now.
Let's get high.
Where's my time?
Oh god, it's about to start. There's ice falling from the roof.
That's why I said be careful.
Did you hear that?
I did.
That's
scary. We're not making it home tonight.
Workers' comp.
Yeah.
I don't know who would pay that out.
I was gonna say who's fucking paying that.
Yeah. Wow,
I broke my thumb. That's why I couldn't play the festival. It's WSIB pays. Yeah.
So Camel pays up for that one.
Wouldn't I have to be signed up with them as like?
Oh shit! You're right.
Yeah.
Okay, nobody get fucking any ice dropped on you.
Be careful.
Bruh.
It's a
Why do you
logistical
think I
fucking
keep
nightmare.
saying be careful of the ice?
Don't
Make sure you grab your hard hat on the way out and make sure we get home safe, right?
Like we have home insurance, but I just.
It doesn't cover bases getting impaled by an ice.
Yeah, Zach's dead. Yeah.
Zach's dead. What?
No, we're just rewriting Spinal Tap at this point.
Yeah.
But for bases.
That's.
Rayfield Studios!
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Ryfield Studios. It's Tuesday. That means another episode of the Podcouch. I'm Shane. Ben's not here today, but we got Steph. Who do we got interviewing on the Podcouch today?
We have the Electric Cactus from Hamilton.
Nice. These guys ripped a fucking awesome set. I was grooving back there the whole time. Thank you guys for coming.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us. Yeah.
I love that.
Super fun.
Super groovy.
Yeah, it was fucking awesome.
Come on. Okay. From Hamilton, short drive here. It's not too bad.
Yeah.
25 minutes.
Something like that, yeah.
Isn't bad.
We saw you guys back in April. Was it the 20th? Was it right on April 20th?
It was at, if it was at the Doors, I think it was the 19th.
19.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, you're right.
I remember that.
That was a good show.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Quite hazy.
And then you guys were booked shortly after that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we had to a little bit of rescheduling here and there.
Yeah. Sometimes it happens. Yeah.
We finally made it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was
Dude.
fun. We loved it.
Worth the wait.
Yeah.
Like I said, I was back there like fucking having a little bit of an emotional moment because I was like, man, my dad would love to see this, but you guys are good.
That's why we do.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Look at this fucking thing, dude. This you said this is customized, right?
Yeah. It's an early 70s Ampeg 215
Yeah.
that I turned into a 212 115.
Yeah.
And,
Sounds gnarly, dude.
Oh, thank you.
It's quite the combo.
Yeah.
2 heads, right?
Yeah, I did it specifically because I wanted to run 2 heads for my rig, and I didn't want to bring like 2 2x12s with me to a show
Yeah,
or something like that. And then this came to me as a 215, and then chopped out the top half, put 2 12s in the top, and now I can run 2 heads.
Yeah.
The head that I have on top there, that Univox, I actually got for $30.
No.
So yeah.
Dude, that's crazy.
And then the cab was free with the head, so I really didn't pay much.
So
for
it's
that
running
rig.
the 212s?
It's running the 212s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I had the 57 on there. Okay. I'm just fucking thinking about the ways I'm gonna mix.
Well, we're both engineers, so we
Yeah.
love that joke. Thank you.
I don't know. My favorite part about the amp is the wheels on the side. We just load all of our gear up on top of it.
Yeah,
It's
that
load
was-
out is just one trip.
That was a very conscious decision to put the wheels on the side because it's so tall. Like if you put the wheels on the bottom, it's gonna sway back and forth. And I
Top
already had
heavy.
handles on the one side, so I just put wheels on the other side and
Yeah.
flip it on its side, and then we put all the
Right.
heads on top, all the guitars on top, and we just wheel into shows.
That way it's not as top heavy ready to
Yeah,
fall.
and that's
over.
like the casters you would get on like a tool belt, like tool chest or whatever.
Yeah.
You know? It's pretty heavy duty.
It looks like
Almost all terrain.
almost alternate. Except for a zip tie on a concrete floor.
Fuck.
Dude,
Then the whole rig goes flying.
I did that to Ben's fucking Mesa cab the one day. Was sliding across the floor. He didn't have an amp on the top of it, but I didn't realize the small patch was hanging out the back.
Oh no.
And it caught a wheel and tipped over and broke his input. I'm like, yeah.
Blunders happen.
Those things fall heavy too.
Yeah. And it was just like, I'm just pushing nice and easy, and all of a sudden, bam, it's down. I'm like, what?
It happens so fast.
Yeah, so fucking new music coming out?
Yeah, we've in the past several months we've been recording like
an EP.
Five songs.
Five songs?
Yeah.
5 songs.
Yeah.
They're ready.
It's all recorded.
Yeah.
It's all done. We're just working on a release
Yeah.
schedule.
So you've got her all. You put it away and said that mix is done.
That's it.
We've
Okay.
put it away and then reopened it again.
Yeah.
Well, let's be honest. There's going to be things that are going to change from today until when it actually comes out. But it's done.
It's done. It's done. But I'll hear something. Yeah. No, I hear that for sure.
Yeah.
No, it's cool the space we have for it. Like all the tools are there. We put like, well, a lot of it is like Will's geared, so we can like track everything all up in one spot as well while we jam.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have a little spot at the main stage in Hamilton. Shout out.
Oh yeah. Shout out
And,
to
uh,
the stage.
Main stage.
We just piled all the recording equipment in there, so we recorded it in our rehearsal space.
Yeah.
Which it's
That's
kind of
perfect.
nice because it's a place you're already comfortable being in.
And you use Logic too, right?
I use Logic.
Yeah.
as well,
Yeah. Dude, the stock plugins are incredible.
That's all I use.
I
he
pretty
keeps
much
fucking,
down to stock plug.
he keeps telling me I'm doing it wrong because I'm only using stock. It's like I know there's a lot out there,
I've
but
spent lots of money on third-party plugins, and I'll use them for something, and then I end up just like taking it out and putting the stock on.
at the end of the day, it's like it doesn't matter what the tool is that you're using, as long as you still get the job done.
That's right.
That's always been my mentality. So like, because I do much prefer the sort of analog style of doing things, and I
Yeah.
have accumulated quite a bit of analog like rack equipment over the
Oh,
years.
sweet. What do you got?
I got some crazy shit.
Yeah?
I got some DBX 160 VUs.
I like those, yeah.
Crazy deal. I've never paid what anything costs. Like I've always found a crazy deal. I'm on Facebook Marketplace like 11, 25
Yeah, I'll wake up
times.
after in the morning and there's like messages from Wales like, yo, check this gear, check out this
Group
beat.
chats
guys
are
get
flooded.
fucking
Check this out. It's so fucking sick.
bombarded.
I constantly search for rack
Bombarded,
gear
yeah.
just so that my marketplace is like
Yeah.
loaded with whatever
Yeah,
is
that's
out there.
every day. It's like Tascam, fucking
Yeah.
DBX, like anything like MXR, whatever I can find. And
Yeah.
a lot of times you just find like
There was one of those Soundcraft EQs. I don't know if you seen that. Where the fuck did I see that? It was like Toronto area, but you know, like the big blue fucking
yeah,
EQ.
yeah.
One of those. I think it was like
Oh, the
1600
Pultec,
bucks.
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I love those too. And like, again, this is turning into a Logic ad, but like they have the vintage EQ
Yeah.
like section,
The
and the
sponsor.
Pultec in there is fucking
Yeah, I
really
use
good.
it all the time. Dude.
Yeah, the Pultec one, and then also they have the API graphic EQ. I use
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
It's all stock stuff.
It's all stock. I didn't pay
Dude.
for fucking anything.
Sometimes
Yeah, my
the
stock
cheap-
plugins
You throw
are not
that-
that good.
That graphic EQ on a master,
Yeah,
and
it's like yeah.
you can just like tweak shit very slightly, but you're like, what? And then you shut it off, and you're like, I need it now.
And you can change all the. Oh, we're getting real nerdy now.
Yeah.
But like all the frequencies, you can adjust them.
Exactly.
Right? And
Tuning it. Yeah.
I definitely have certain ones where it's like, okay, on this one it's -11, on this one it's +3.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
I change it up just because you get those different frequencies, you can boost and cut.
I thought
Mental
the dogs were
preset.
doing that.
Dogs were
PTSD comes
Every
back.
time I'm fucking talking.
He's traumatized, dude. The dogs. But yeah, I can nerd out about that shit.
No, I started with like the intro version of Cubase I got from high school. So there was like no stock plugins. I had that and a Line 6 Pod Go. Had
Dude,
that.
How about it?
whatever you
Yeah.
got, you just do it. I didn't go to school for any of this stuff.
Yeah, me either.
I learned how to do it by playing in bands.
Yeah.
And like it's kind of cool. Like with Sun Below, I've done everything that we've ever released, and like
And it sounds good.
oh, thank you. But it like to go from like the first EP we put out, which was Black Volume 1,
Yeah.
all the way through to like the most recent thing we did with Earth Alter. Like it's cool to like hear the progression in my production
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah.
And I have a hard time listening to those first couple EPs because they're pretty rough.
I can't listen to the first EP that
No,
our
it's-
band put out.
Always, yeah.
We have new stuff that like I'm never gonna get the mix right. So eventually
I was gonna say
eventually
maybe
I'm just
next
gonna have to
year.
go, this is it, whatever, send it.
Yeah.
But yeah, we got 3 songs coming out soon.
Nice. Yeah.
Coming soon. Yeah. So you don't have a release date yet. You're
No,
just
we
kind of holding on to them.
Yeah, we've got things in the works. Like we're trying to get a music video together for
Yeah.
the first single
Oh,
we
sweet.
release, and then another lyric video for the I guess the second single we're gonna
Yeah.
put out. So yeah, we're just in like the logistical stage of planning
Planning all that
release.
out.
Yeah.
Seeing how expensive it's really gonna get.
Yep.
That too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, I don't know. Things have really changed from the way that it was back in the day. Like
Yeah.
you do have to, especially for bands like us, like where we're doing everything ourselves, like there's a lot more work into
Yeah.
just recording an album.
Yeah.
You know, and the way that releases get changed and stuff like that too. And I'm not complaining, but it's like, well, we actually have to think about this. We can't
Yeah,
just like,
dude.
Yeah.
you can't just record a record and release it, you know,
Yeah.
which is what we would love to do. It's
Yeah.
just like, boom, there
Bands
it is.
now have
Oh,
to
yeah.
be
Yeah.
your
Learn
own
the hard
marketing
way about
agents,
Yeah.
press
Yeah.
and
your own
marketing.
shirt salesman, your own
Yeah.
fucking writing. Yeah, like everything is on you guys.
I actually,
Social
I had
media.
a friend of mine tell me, she's like, look, you're not Queens of the Stone Age. I'm sorry. Like, they can just release a record tomorrow because people know who they are. Like,
Yeah.
you have to get there. And
Yeah.
I'm like, boy, what do you mean?
Well, yeah.
I am that fucking good.
I feel like you guys are that good, to be honest.
Thank you.
Man,
Thank you.
yeah. Put it up.
Do it tonight.
I'll listen to it right now.
Do it right now.
We'll do it live.
Yeah. Do it loud.
When did Electric Cactus form?
Him and I started the band, I guess it was 7 years ago to the day, like when it was.
It was November 4th.
Yeah.
And the only reason I remember that was because I had this like kind of turning point in my life where I just wasn't doing anything else. I was just like, I'm gonna devote my life to music.
Right.
And I put a Kijiji ad out and heard back from a bunch of bands, and then actually just narrowed it down to two that I thought was interesting. And one of them was meeting Liam, and
Yeah.
we started Electric Cactus, and the other one was meeting Jay from Sun Below, and that's how we started Sun Below.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
And I
it was-
jammed with them literally one night after the other. So on the first Friday in November in 2017, I jammed with Sun Below, and then first Saturday in November 2017, I jammed with Liam for the first time.
And Will and I just clicked like right away. The Kijiji ad he responded to from me, I had put out with a dude I'd been jamming with. And, you know, we had played like a couple of fucking shows. The worst show I ever played, by the way, was with that guy. Our drummer
was
was
that
like,
with the YouTube backing
yeah,
tracks?
man. So we had a drummer who
jokes.
fucking like just decided like, yeah, I'm gonna go play World of Warcraft. I'm not playing music anymore. And we were like, sick.
Oh, yeah.
About it.
So it's like fair enough.
Dude, that's so much better.
It's so much fucking better. So
Good for
we
him.
show up to the fucking venue, and we're like, hey, we definitely should have canceled this show, but we didn't. I got my Fender Mustang with like an MP3 line in, so I went on YouTube and I was like, 4/4 120 BPM drum backing track, and we played that show. And like I was like, okay, maybe this will work. Halfway through, an ad started playing, and I was like,
Yeah.
yeah, that'll do it.
Thanks,
So-
YouTube.
Yeah, man. So, yeah, I met Will. He like three
Subscribe
times
to
he jammed
Premium.
with me and Connor.
It was not very many times,
Yeah.
but after like, it was like maybe 3 times jamming, the three of us, and
Yeah.
I just pulled Liam aside at the end of rehearsal. I'm like, hey, I think we gotta move on from this other guy.
Yeah, him and I just.
I literally met him. Like I met both of these guys the same day, and like 2 weeks later, I'm like, yo,
You're
get rid of your friend.
Yeah.
Kick out your friend. It's not working out.
This is what I think.
That's the link.
But yeah, we had such an instant connection, and like we liked all the same music, and we started out with me on drums and him on guitar, and
Right.
then it got to a point where we'd been doing that for a while, and it sounded cool, and I just looked at Liam one day. I'm like, dude, do you know how to sing? And he's like, nah.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, well, I think I want to give that a shot. So like, I think I don't want to play drums anymore in this. I want to do guitar and vocals.
And you
And-
got pipes, bro, dude.
Oh, thank you. I never thought I'd be a singer. I played drums my whole life, and
Yeah.
Liam had met his bottom to his page, and he was like, I can't believe you don't want to play drums anymore. And that's what was going on with his face, but the words that came out of his mouth were, all right, man, let's do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then we just started writing music immediately. We had this really awesome spot in Oakville with Liam's dad had a private accounting firm, and there was a warehouse in the back, and we took a little bit too much advantage of that space.
You know, we set up like a writing room back there.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
His dad walked in one day and was like, guys,
Yeah.
Guys.
you can have this half of the warehouse. Like, Yeah, it was
We brought in like
ridiculous.
3 couches and like
We had like a writing area which had like a little fucking like incense holder in it and like a nice lamp and 2 really nice chairs and like some paper, and then we had a tracking area, we had a mixing area, and it was just like we overstepped our boundaries for sure.
Yeah.
So we scaled it back and yeah, now we're at main stage.
yeah.
Nice.
But that's kind of how it all got started. You know.
Yeah, it just got fire really quick. Like when we met, I think Will and I probably spent like at least 5 days together every week, usually more.
Yeah.
For like fucking months.
It was probably like it was just the 2 of us for the first. I want to say at least a year.
Yeah.
Just the 2 of us.
Right.
And yeah, we'd meet up like 5 times a week, and we'd jam from like I'd get off work at 5, and then I'd drive to Oakville from Burlington, pick him up. We'd go to our studio, and we'd just play for like 5 hours,
Yeah,
and then go home and do the same thing the next day. And we just did that all the time, and we got so tight musically. And then when it came to starting writing songs and stuff, like we just naturally bounced ideas back and forth. Like it was almost as if we were thinking the same thing. You know?
That's sweet.
And you know, there's been even songs where it's like, "Hey, dude, I have a riff," and I'm like, "Hey, I have some vocals. Let's just see if it works," and it just fucking works.
Oh, yeah.
And it's really cool to have that kind of
Yeah, it's
writing
nice
connection.
when you get tight with somebody like that.
And we
where
knew
you-
very early on like we had something special.
Yeah.
So we made sure we didn't do any Lennon McCartney bullshit with the fucking.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
We were like, let's learn from our heroes. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys got some awesome influence too, because everything I hear is like what I grew up on.
Yeah.
It's fucking brings me back.
Yeah. We've kind of always tried to like push the envelope when it comes to taking like a classic, you know, like 70s hard rock sound, but like continually try to add more of like a modern flair
Oh,
to
it-
it, which
yeah,
has
it's
kind of always
definitely-
been our goal.
Yeah,
And I think we get closer with every song we put out.
yeah, it's definitely modernized, but yeah, dude.
And just finding the darkness from things that came out before, you know, what we consider dark today. Like
Yeah.
going back to like the 40s and 50s and listening to some of the stuff that was coming out back then. It's like, dude, do you hear how evil this Pretty song is?
Yeah.
Like, and just trying to, you know, take that little bit from there and then take that little bit from here. And
That's
we
cool.
never wanted to be a band that sounded like any other band. We just wanted to sound like a fucking melting pot of all the stuff we loved from like, you know, like I have a lot of influence from Elvis and Johnny Cash. That's
Yeah.
the stuff that I love. But then I also really love Lane Staley and Chris Cornell.
Yeah,
And it's like, you know, those couldn't be 4 more different people than each other, but how can we put those 2 things together
yeah.
and just, make it interesting?
You've
yeah.
done it. You've done it. You've done it.
Yeah, we did it.
Oh, fuck. What do you got, babe? You got a question?
Where'd you guys get your name from?
Will and I had I don't know how long we were trying to think of a name.
It was a while.
It was a long time.
Usually it's a process.
Isn't it like connected to like the name of the studio you had?
No, that was
No.
something else. I wanted to be called.
They're still in theme.
We,
though,
we
funny
had a
enough.
lot of
I had a joke.
Names.
I was gonna say I smoked some Electric Cactus.
it. After we came up with it, it was like, that's a great band name. That's a great weed strain.
Do you remember what I wanted to be? The Cactus Farmers. That was what I wanted to be.
we were throwing a lot of weird ideas out there. I think Jungle Breath was a band name at one
yeah.
point.
Oh,
that's
just
kinda
like
cool, too.
but
Yeah.
we weren't anything like
No.
like when you think of Jungle
wouldn't have
Breath, like
fit.
I think of like you know, yeah, that could be Jungle Breath for sure. Oh yeah, dude, Motorhead for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, we just kept shooting ideas back and forth, like didn't stick, and then we like simultaneously saw the album cover for Electric Mud by Muddy Waters, and, and we were both like, dude, Electric Mud, like that's the coolest fucking name you could
really.
ever come up with. But we didn't want to call our band after a Muddy Waters record, even though the Rolling Stones did that. But we're also not big Rolling Stones fans. It's very deep. But anyway,
But we do have Muddy Waters.
but we do love Muddy Waters. And then I was like, okay, well, we have kind of this like deserty sort of thing going on. And it was like Electric Armadillo, Electric Tumbleweed, and then Electric Cactus
funny.
just came out. And we were just like,
Yeah.
it was one of those things where like you can see the other person vibrating and you're doing the same thing. And
Yeah.
like, it was just like, dude, that's the fucking name of the
Yeah,
band.
it's sick.
It's almost the hardest part.
Yeah.
Cactus Farmers, that's not gonna fucking sell to anybody overseas.
And it wasn't taken by anybody.
There's a bar in somewhere in Texas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bar don't matter.
No.
Yeah.
No.
But it just means we have to go play there.
Exactly.
I think it's
You
in,
gotta call them up for a gig and do it.
I think it's El Paso. I think it's,
Yeah,
it's in
yeah,
El
it is,
Paso. Yeah. It's a
And
place
you guys
called-
probably slay it down there too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Electric Cactus at the Electric Cactus.
Yeah.
That'd be sick.
People would be like, "What? We have to.
Homecoming
We have
show.
to." The sign said we have to.
Yeah. We're coming home.
Get
It's
a
the
re-
modern Field of Dreams. The sign said we had to.
I had to go, dude. I had to go.
We get a residency there with no expiration date. We move to El Paso.
Perfect.
That would not be bad.
Yeah. But lots of years of Liam and I together, and then slowly over the time, we went through a lot of people that came and went in the band, and
Yeah.
it is what it is. We just always knew that we would keep
Now
on
we got
going, and
Raul
we got
on
Raul
drums.
here,
Yeah,
who
yeah.
actually just officially joined the band a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
So
I
thank
did.
you, Raul. We're happy to have him.
Thank you.
And you get an interview to
Yeah.
bring it up.
Right off the
kiss.
hop.
Yeah.
And then we were without a bass player, and Zach was like, "Can I come jam?"
Can I come to
Yeah.
you?
I was like, "Do
I
you
was-
play bass?" He's like, "Not really, but like, can I come jam?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure."
Yeah, I just wanted to play and just kind of get back in the motion because we just started working together at
Right.
Long McQuaid as well. And then after like a few weeks of jamming, he's like, "Yeah, I got us a gig," and I was like, "Wait, well, I thought this was just for fun." He's like, "Yeah, gigs are fun." Yeah.
They're pretty fun, dude.
And now here we are.
They are fun. Speaking of which, you guys got any gigs coming up?
We got the Vertigo in Hamilton next Saturday.
December
fuck.
14th.
Well, this
so,
will come up as
yeah,
Yeah.
that's all we really got, honestly. Like,
nothing in the new year.
no,
Nothing
nothing
really.
Nothing solid yet.
Hit them up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless you're taking time off.
We're just looking at like
There's
those
just-
videos.
It's just nothing's been booked, and we're gonna really try to focus on getting that release schedule down. And,
Yeah.
and
A release show.
that's the thing with that too. Like, you don't want to oversaturate any sort of market or
This is
anything like
true.
that. And
Why is
We
there so
love
much,
playing
why is there so much
Hamilton.
thought?
yeah, I know,
Put into
right?
that
Like,
shit.
just fucking play a show, put out a record, just do it.
Yeah, just put it. Just put it
That's
out.
all we want to do,
right? It's rock and roll.
Yeah, exactly.
Just buy the fucking record.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
know what to tell you, man.
Why do we gotta think about algorithms and shit?
Yeah.
Yeah, can't post until 2 p.m., bro.
That's when most of my viewers are.
Yeah.
That's when everyone starts getting bored at work and they can't wait for the end of the day to
Yeah.
end.
Yeah.
So that's when you got to do it.
God, the algorithms just drilled in my head.
Dude.
Yeah,
The
it's
whole
tough.
rules.
It's tough to follow. Like, I don't know. We just want to be musicians. We just want to play shows.
Yeah.
We just want to put records out whenever we feel like it. And
So when you said you devoted your time to music,
that's
it
it.
came with a lot more.
Oh yeah.
That's the kind of shit they got us doing these
Yeah.
days, man.
Now you're working 6 full-time jobs.
Oh yeah, totally. Like,
Yeah.
we all have day jobs and we all have other things that we're doing on the side too. And it's just
Yeah.
like, this is
Other bands too, I'm sure. You know.
Oh,
you
we
guys
have
are
some below
below.
together. Raul does a few different bands
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
Should I say it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
oh,
yeah.
You're allowed to talk.
Didn't you just play a show with them the other day?
Yeah, I play in this band called Full Force Machine.
Full Force Machine. What's that about?
It's just like hard rock, 80s influence, with
Nice.
some modern stuff.
Nice.
Like classic rock vibes, but a mixture of different stuff.
Originals.
Yeah, originals, yeah.
Nice. Zach, you got other projects?
Not at the moment. I'm always like trying to like jam and stuff at home, but with like Black Throne and stuff that occupies so much of our time. And then this
Yeah.
band is also full-time job. One
Yeah.
day, it's
Yeah, man.
coming. I got riffs saved on in the demo folders that'll maybe one day come to light.
Yeah.
It's crazy how many things you forget about too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I was cleaning up my basement, whatever, and because I used to have a studio down there, and I found like a book, and it had lyrics to a song that I totally forgot I even wrote.
Oh yeah.
And then I found like the demo for it that I had done in my basement. Like,
Is this what you just showed us the other
yeah,
day?
you're playing all the
Dude.
instruments. It's like, man, how did we forget about this?
This should have been on the EP.
It's just like you gotta blow the dust.
Yeah,
No, we
Yeah.
yeah, that'd be cool
even
to bring
when
in.
I don't know if you remember this, but right before the pandemic like dropped, we
Yeah.
had written this masterpiece, like 20-minute thing that had like 7 different songs built into it. It was going to be this just like
Epic.
crazy
What?
thing. Yeah,
What was
and then we weren't allowed to jam for like
Liam was like,
we
"What?"
weren't allowed to jam for like 3 months, and then we all get together and I was like, "Yo, anybody remember that stuff?"
No.
No, I don't.
What was it?
Completely forgotten about EP. That we don't have any demos. Every demo we made got fucking
That
deleted
fucking
somehow.
sucks,
like
bro.
it's as if it never happened, but we had this like thing that's just gone. Nobody remembered how to play it.
Cactus rock.
I didn't remember any lyrics. Nobody remembered any riffs. It was just. It's as if we all had the same fucking dream
Yeah.
of this thing.
That's
Yeah.
I was gonna
that's
say,
the
did
great
it
reset.
happen?
That's the great reset. Just
It was like,
totally,
does anybody remember anything?
Yeah.
It was like, no.
totally shut your brain off. Restart.
No fucking idea.
That's what happens when you don't rehearse for like
Yeah.
3 months. You
Sit in
know?
your fucking room for 3 months.
Yeah,
Going, this is
writing
tough.
more new riffs, and it's like, okay, well, you know,
Yeah.
Yeah.
forget about what just happened.
Well, you get like a million voice recordings on your phone. And you're like, I wonder if these are any good.
Yeah.
It's fucking shit. Next one. Oh, it's fucking shit. They kind of get lost.
A buddy of mine just bought that Yamaha EAD 10 because he was.
Oh, yeah, okay.
He was asking me. Well, at first he was like, "How hard do you think it would be to make money playing drum playthroughs?" He's a really good drummer. Probably fucking pick a song, give him a few minutes, and he'll
Yeah.
learn it, type thing. And I was like, "Well, you need a lot of mics, an interface. You got to be able to record it properly. This and that." He's like, "Well, how much are mics?" I'm like, "Well, he's got a fucking he's got a Yamaha
Like
kit
stage
that's
custom?
like, yeah,
Yeah, tons
like
of toms.
6
and stuff.
toms,
Yeah.
and I'm like, you're looking at
you
like,
don't need that many.
I'm like, you're looking at. Well, he uses every.
Okay, as long
yeah,
as he does.
Yeah, I'll show you a video after.
Yes,
Yeah.
you don't need.
But I was like, you're looking at like 2,500 just in mics,
Easily.
dude.
Yeah, just for SM57.
Yeah. And he's like, holy fuck. Okay, well, yeah, never mind. And then I'm like, or, you know, like that, because I know he watches that LS DiPiriano guy that plays like one-handed crazy fast.
Oh, yeah, that guy,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm like, he uses this Yamaha EAD 10. And he's like, I have no idea what you're talking about. So I showed it. All his videos are recorded with this. Like, it picks up everything in a 4-foot and uses, you can like trigger it so your kick sounds like a bubble, like boop.
Yeah, anything
You know,
want,
That's
yeah.
so cool.
Even
Yeah.
that's getting so popular on like Twitch now too. People are just like playing drums and taking requests. What do you want me to play?
Yeah.
I'll play it here. Oh, you want me
Yeah.
to explain the fill? Yeah, I'll do that right here. This is what I'm
Yeah,
doing.
yeah.
People are loving that shit.
So, yeah, he just got that thing. I'm pretty sure Amazon fucked up because they gave it to him like the next day, but his app still said it hasn't been shipped yet. And then like the next day, he got another email saying it was shipped, and he's like, "Am I getting 2 of these fucking things?"
Hey,
Stereo.
you gotta win sometimes.
But yeah, those things look cool, dude.
Yeah.
They seem like, I don't know if you'd want to use it for an actual recording, but
Yeah, I mean,
stuff
I
like
would-
stuff like writing,
Yeah.
you'd be able to just here's the drum beat, you know. That's
That-
kind of what he was going for.
That's how I got started with recording. It was just like waiting in line on Black Friday at Long McQuaid and like
Yeah.
going right to that basket that had all the mics in it and
Yeah.
finding like Apex mics for like $15.
yeah,
And just,
dude.
oh man, I could record a whole drum set now. Like this is crazy.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, I learned how to play guitar just by getting tired of recording drum solos every day. It's like I gotta start writing songs, man, and
Yeah.
that's how I learned guitar.
That's pretty cool, dude.
Just power chords and down
I was
strokes.
just gonna say the power
That's
chords
all
are
it
like
is.
it's the gateway into metal for sure.
Yeah.
That's the only guitar lesson I had, and you can definitely hear it in my playing. But like, I asked my brother, I was like, if you could teach me one thing, because younger brother, he was taking guitar lessons,
Oh, okay.
doing it for like 2 years, and I was like, if you could teach me one thing, what would you do? He's like, one thing, like I don't know. He's like, this is a power chord, and I'm like, cool. Can you play that anywhere? He's like, pretty much.
Yeah.
I'm like, thank you.
Yeah. Right on. That's it. That's
And
what
then
I
I figured out about drop D, and I was like,
Whoa.
one finger?
Hell yeah. That's all they want, man. That's all they care about. I don't know if I told you about this, but when I was between jobs, you know, Rock This Way,
Yeah.
the music class. So I called them. Rock This Way is like a chain music lesson place for kids.
Oh, okay.
And I called them. I was like, hey, I want to like pick up some part time work, like, you know, you got any room for teachers? And he was like, yeah, like, what are you comfortable doing? I was like, I can teach them like some basic theory, major scales, minor scales, like cage system for chords and stuff. He was like, what? Like, these kids want to learn Back to Black or Back in Black and Highway to Hell. And I was like, right on, I'm there.
I can do that.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, no, slow down, bro.
Pump the brakes, brother.
Nobody gives a shit about a D chord.
Yeah. They're starting on Smoke on the Water, dude.
Yeah.
And it's funny because Liam is such a much more like technical player, understands theory.
Yeah, you can tell.
Such an insane guitar player.
Yeah.
And I don't know any of that stuff. He's like, all right, well, this one's in C, man. I'm like, what fret number?
The key of fret seven.
Just point.
Yeah. And then it's just like, he's showing me the riff. I'm like, okay, just keep playing it over and over again. And then I just go like up the neck. I'm like, all right, there's the first note. I got it.
But fuck, that's the yin and yang. If I didn't have him, I'd be making like weird shit that nobody would listen to just because I think it sounds cool.
Yeah, that's
the
true,
fusion
dude.
is what makes it like, bearable.
And if we went full my way, it would be the simplest fucking.
Will is like your limiter.
Yeah.
He is. Yeah.
And then he's my pusher. Because it's like, if it was up to me, it would be like, they'd either be really slow, like 11-minute fucking. Or it would be like these quick, like minute and a half punk rock songs. But then where he comes from with his sort of stuff, like with being more technical and liking Zappa and liking all of these, a little more eccentric guitar players, you find this like happy medium, and that's just kind of how it works.
Yeah.
Groovy, man.
Yeah. The simpler, like, it's just, it makes it easier, right? Like,
For sure.
Yeah.
if the rhythm section is able to hold it down tight, that means Liam can do whatever he wants.
Yeah.
And that's kind of like, especially when it comes to writing like solo sections, it's like, how can we just lay the tightest fucking pillow you've ever had in your life and just run with it, dude.
Yeah,
Like, just
for sure.
go.
For sure.
It's pretty fucking cool, man. When you say it like that. when you explain it like that.
It's so easy.
Yeah.
He said something funny. Drummer we used to have, I forgot what song we were recording. It was a long time ago, but our old drummer wasn't quite getting it. And then you told him, like, don't give Liam any excuses to not do what he wants to do. Just play the part fucking straight up.
Like, it's sometimes you got to do it. Like, that's.
Serve the sound.
Yeah. And that was the biggest thing with everything we've ever done. It's like, when we release stuff, when we've done it in the past, it's all songs are written, recorded, performed, mixed, mastered by the Electric Cactus.
Yeah.
There's no Liam songs, there's no Will songs, there's no whatever. We are the Electric Cactus. It's not a one-man show.
Yeah.
It's not,
I love that,
we are, and we've noticed it too, like at rehearsals, if one person can't make it, it's like, oh man.
Yeah.
We're missing a lot here. Even if it's a song where it's like, okay, maybe you're not like a prominent player in the song. It's like having that one ingredient get pulled away. It's like, fuck, we can't do this.
It's a total collective effort. Like Will and I are strong believers in like the idea that in a recording session, it's credit's got to go to everybody, because like if I'm cutting a track, I'll play differently, even if whoever's just in the room, because I'll be thinking about them and what they might want to hear. So it's like there's no point in fucking breaking things down on an album, being like rhythm guitar here, Liam lead guitar here. It's a collective effort.
Yeah.
And it ends up taking a lot longer to record things. Like we'll spend 3 months recording 5 songs, and it's not because we spent every day fucking whatever. Like, we got day jobs and we got other things outside, and we try to devote as much time to the band as we can, but we try to make sure that as many of us can be there for each part of the recording session, so that we're able to influence each other in a way, There'll be times where Liam's maybe ripping a solo and it's been like just
500 takes.
It's not working. And then I'll be like, hey, did you ever think about like trying this pedal instead? Maybe that'll inspire you in a different way.
Oh yeah.
And then you just switching the fuzz. It's like, oh man, this is now it's making him hear the song in a different way, because now his his area is different.
That's a fucking title
right
there. Switching the fuzz.
You can have it. It's yours, man. But just like little things in ways that like you're playing this part, but because we're all hands on deck for everything, it's like, okay, I'm hearing this in a different way. maybe tries doing something a little more like this, and it works most of the time.
Sweet, man.
And it's a good way to make sure everybody's happy, and we're, because we're a fucking band. We're not.
Yeah. You kind of got to check egos at the door and be okay with taking advice from everybody, even if they don't know how to play your instrument.
And sometimes it's not said in the nicest way, but it comes from a place of love.
Yeah.
And that, you might be pissed off at somebody for a day, but you breathe it out. You come back the next day and you're like, I was mad at you, this is why. And I'm like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean it that way.
Sometimes you gotta be like, hey man, I was wrong. And
Yeah, dude, we were
on
both
start.
wrong,
Yeah.
but both right at the same time. Let's find a happy medium there. And it just,
Here's some flowers.
yeah, exactly.
Oh, we have our fair share of.
Yeah, no relationship is perfect, but we always know, no matter how crazy like the argument gets, like, and it never does. It never gets to a point where it's fuck
Swinging.
Yeah.
We've never got there, but like it doesn't
There's
matter.
still time.
We've only been doing this 7 years.
We're
Like,
still
there's
a
so many
band.
more.
We're still a band.
But yeah, you always know that at the end of the day, like you're a band and we're a family, and it's got to work out. And if you don't make it work, then
You're all
gotta
trying
find
to do the
something
same thing.
Yeah.
right?
We all have the same goal. We just want what's best for the band.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
Nice.
It's all about the band, brother.
That's right.
And coming out here and doing things like this just makes it all worth the while.
Yeah, it makes
Oh,
it fun.
yeah.
You know,
You guys fucking killed it.
Yeah, this
So
was super
good.
I
fun.
had fun.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
It's, like I
good
said, I
time.
smoked some Electric Cactus before. And I was just standing back there like, oh.
Down on Route 420.
yeah.
Yeah.
I even tripped on you because you were moving around out of the corner back
I was
there.
just grooving back there.
That's why we do it.
Yeah.
Do it for the groove.
Well, we appreciate you guys coming and ripping that set for us, man. It was awesome.
Yeah, thank
Can't
you.
wait to have you guys back. Can't wait to check you guys out live, which you guys should do. It's gonna be sick.
And Happy New Year.
I was just gonna say
That's right.
Happy New
Happy
Year.
New Year.
2025.
La-
Looks good so far.
Year of the
man.
Cactus.
Looks good so far.
Last band of 2024, the Electric Cactus.
Yeah, I don't know. Past 2019, it's like, dude, what year is it?
Yeah,
Really?
that's true.
That was the.
It's like, dude, I think we did this thing like 3 months ago. It's like, no, that was a full year ago.
Yeah.
Like,
God, yeah.
Well, fuck.
What,
Everything
what
just
feels like
blended.
yesterday was
Yeah, like-
2022, and I'm
Like
like,
this, when Sun Below was here last year, it was like, dude, that was like 15 months ago. Like that was a long time ago, but it feels like yesterday.
crazy.
You know?
I had a job change through COVID too, and somebody said to me the other day, "Well, you've been here for like 4 years, right?" And I'm like, "What?
Nice. It's our last week. Yeah.
What are you talking about?"
started last week.
Yeah, happy
No, time
2025.
flies,
Yeah.
man.
We're honored that we were the last band. And
Yeah.
I know it didn't wasn't planned or anything, but like that's really cool.
Yeah.
We could close out the year for you guys.
Yeah, I'm stoked you guys
Third
could do
year.
that for us.
3 years, eh?
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm
That's
stoked
fucking awesome.
to be mixing that, to put it out. I know you're gonna have fun with the video editing.
Fuck yeah.
Man, thank you guys for coming out.
Yeah, thank you for having us.
Thank
man.
you.
Thank
If you
you.
have any last words for the internet, let those fucking people know.
Just don't be afraid. Just do it.
Yeah.
You know, I met my best friends on Kijiji. Just put yourself out there. Like,
Yeah.
shit's gonna happen.
My life changed because I fucking met somebody off Kijiji too. So.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. I need to get
That's
on
very
Kijiji.
conscious.
There's so many horror stories.
Not her, I'm saying. She knows, yeah.
Yeah.
But you know, there's a lot of horror stories, but there's a lot of really great stories.
Just not
Yeah.
Craigslist.
yeah.
Well, yeah.
Maybe Facebook Marketplace is a little safer now because you can see what the
Yeah.
person looks like. You know? And they only have like 12 friends and they started this account yesterday, it's probably a bot. But
Yeah.
I got lucky 2 times and just put yourself out there. Just do
Yeah.
it. Fuck
Do
what
it.
everyone else thinks. Just do what makes you happy.
That's good advice.
Do it.
Do it.
Just do it. Just
Do
do
we
it.
have that pillow around, or did we toss it?
I don't know.
Anyways,
See you next year.
yeah.
Oh.
See you next year.
Is that black pillow over there?
There on the bar.
See you next time year.
Time. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you next year. Thanks for tuning in.
Happy New Year.
The Electric
Happy New
Cactus,
Year.
everybody.
Happy New Year.